She said I would never amount to anything because I didn't like school. Well, I didn't like school because my father died when I was 10 years old. And my dad used to take me to school and pick me up every day. And one day, I woke up and my mother said, you gotta walk to the bus stop because your dad's back is hurting. So my father couldn't take me. And I had to get on that bus. And my father wasn't there to pick me up. And 2 weeks later, I'm at a funeral. I was 10 years old, my father's funeral. So that lady, Miss Jenkins, who told me I'd never amount to anything, it just pissed me off. Because at this time, my father died, I was in 6th grade.
You just never stop. Man, there was no world. I shut everything out. So you put on the blinders and you have tunnel vision on what that ultimate goal is. And I didn't want to go back after though and say I should have done or could have done this. I trained my ass off. I was always on track with everything. I mean, everything was structured. I lived in a fucking box in order to be the best. I challenged myself every day when I went to the gym and said, okay, can I be stronger this week? Can I do this movement and feel better about it than the week prior? What challenges can I face?
I was just so young and just, I was so, naive. I really didn't know much about anything. I really didn't know how to pose. I really didn't know anything, but I had the physique. I had the structure. Once I learned how to eat and learned how to, train properly, and, I wanted to be the best. My dad my dad was a pusher, man. I hated my dad a lot of times early in my life because he would just make me work and taught me to be a machine.
Dear Bruce, I need to be honest and clear. I'm going to marry Harvey Dent. I love him, and I want to spend the rest of my life with him. When I told you that if Gotham no longer needed Batman, we could be together, I meant it. But now I'm sure the day won't come when you no longer need Batman.
If your mind stays continuous with set after set after set, that's what makes you better. Was every day be able to look at myself in the mirror and see what I'm building.
You never want to show the weight that you're scared, but this is some heavy-ass weight.
If your mind stays continuous with set after set after set, that's what makes you better. Was every day be able to look at myself in the mirror and see what I'm building.
You never want to show the weight that you're scared, but this is some heavy-ass weight.
I've lost track of how many times someone's asked me how I'm doing, and instead of always telling the truth when things could be better, when things really aren't going my way, I just lie and say, I'm fine. Especially if they're just passing by and being polite. During those moments, I'll just smile because they weren't going to stop anyway. They really didn't care about my day. It's just a nice thing to say. How are you? I'm fine. And you? Fine. Okay, great. And then they walk away. Then I go about my day. Even on those days where my spirit feels swept away, like I'm just floating through the motions in slow motion, just hoping for the moment I can grab hold of my emotions to feel whole again and feel okay. I'm fine. Even when some days seem so long, everything is going wrong, I just want to lay down and pull the covers over my head and just disappear and be gone. I don't say any of that, because when they ask me, how are you? I just say that I'm